So only a couple feet behind you. It's weak right now because it's in a very odd place and it doesn't have a body. But only a couple feet behind you, a table pops up with a board game on it.
No.
And you feel...
Hold on. Isn't this just death?
Yeah, but you pass, so it's not.
Okay. I can't be here. I can't. We gotta go.
As
We
you
gotta
feel
go.
yourself slowly being pulled towards it, you grab onto the ground and brace yourself, as Maropoly does not claim you yet. Do you run?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll try to get maybe get like buildings in between us.
All right, that's the end of combat then.
Okay. Okay. I can't do this anymore, bro.
Do not deal with Moropoly.
I don't want to. I need to become a shinobi at this point, bro.
You and her
I need to
hide.
be the guy that sits 2 kilometers away and blows their head off with a fucking sniper rifle.
So now you got the perfect weapon for it.
Oh yeah, the
Bro,
weapon that doesn't exist.
Bro, he saw pink, and it was like his like Sharingan activated, and it was like, oh shit.
It's Maropoly. Currently, the spirit is looking for a host. Would you like to host him?
What? No.
Do you want the quirk?
Do I want the quirk? Actually, that would be gas.
No.
Horrible.
No.
I could just not use the quirk.
Until it makes you.
What the fuck?
Do you want some Maropoly or no?
Until you don't satiate it.
Until I satiate the quirk.
You gotta say, maybe. I mean,
I feel like
the purple literally came to life and attacked you.
I feel like that's suicide.
It makes you play by yourself.
Purrple as a quirk is literally, if you use it as a Japanese hero, you're like banned permanently.
Yeah,
Because it just kills people.
it does.
There's no way to stop it.
It just
kills people and it removes limbs. It's like there's no way to make it not dangerous.
and it removes senses as well.
And it removes senses. It permanently scars people. Dude, if Im-sama had to run into somebody who had Meropoly, he'd be like jail. There's no way to make that good.
Why is
You're permanently
that a
maiming
meme for
people
my
or killing
fucking
them. There's no
campaigns
good
now?
option. There's no way to use it in a non-harmful way.
Why is Im-sama being like jail a meme now?
Jail because if you use the quirk, it either takes away a sense, takes away a limb, or kills you.
Yep.
And the only way to not die is to loot. But you have to use your best stat for it.
Do you want to play some Maropoly, big man?
Loser slots.
You know,
Which
he
means
would.
if you have enough people, somebody dies.
You know, he would have to play with you so long as you continue rolling how you have. You would just lose a limb.
The issue is that I have to use my best stat, and he can choose whatever the fuck quirky stat he wants.
Yeah.
And my best stat is a +5.
Ooh, unfortunate.
Actually, it makes you use your best skill. So, what's your best skill?
Stealth.
What's stealth?
11.
You want to take that risk? You always want to be the winner, right?
No, never mind.
You always
it's 11.
You always want to be the person who wins. You always want to be the one on top. You want to be the one with the highest numbers. Okay, go.
Not when winning literally means death.
Okay. Well, you avoid Maropoly. The Monopoly Man does not get you yet in this weird fucking hellscape of a world.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to put that fucking thing down. I feel like if I kill the things here, I might kill the quirks.
That is a really weird
it's probably just their vestiges, so...
No, I think I just kill the quirks.
No, I mean, you're like the things that you're seeing are just the vestiges of the quirks. So if you kill them, possibly.
But what the?
There's definitely a grounding here that you know.
Wait. You know, there might be a way out of here. You can make a deal.
I can make a what?
You see, Monopoly wants a host, right? Well, you can give it a host. Doesn't have to
Give it a body.
Maybe it'll tell you how to get out of here. You do.
Dude, that's the thing though. With how chaotic Monopoly is, like the quirk itself, that will be portrayed in its like personality. This thing might just be like, no deal.
Play
And
a
then
game.
if I'm within range, it's just gonna,
Would you like to play a game?
yeah, it's gonna. Would you like to play a game? And then I'm dead if I don't make the save.
It's fine. DC 15. Chances you pass with a +3 are like,
Below average.
significantly.
Not significantly, but below. I have to roll a 12 or higher, which is 8 out of 20 chance, which is not preferable, quite frankly.
So you don't get sucked into playing Monopoly. However, your roommate and you hide behind this barrier, and she says, "Oh my god. Okay. Okay, we're okay. We're okay.
Hey! All I've got to say, we're surviving.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
We're surviving, and
I'll leave you on
Maybe you need to
this.
go to that golden orb.
I'll leave. No, the
I
golden
don't
orb is
know
gone.
anything out of.
Literally everything is gone now since the people
Oh,
reappeared. I'll leave you with this.
what?
You
There's
see?
people now?
Well, there were, but then they disappeared.
It's like shadowy people against like the buildings and shit.
I'll leave you with this. The ground in front of you begins to rumble as you see the city itself falling into an endless abyss below you in the distance.
is it like crawling?
Run, bitch!
Is it like crawling closer?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't
How
know
fast?
I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to beat that.
All right. We'll go to the others now. I'll be
Okay.
All right,
right back.
you got to.
So, all right. Anywhere that stocks are traded, he's not allowed to go into. He's also not allowed to have any account which holds like any form of property from a company or business he does not own.
Okay. Question: I'm assuming we're driving back at this point, or we're starting to.
Yes, I would assume you guys are in the car driving back.
Where is
Oh, he did.
where? Well, you remember he has
He
these
has
shit guys too.
shit to do.
Where is the? Because I'm assuming this is like, is this like in an isolated area? Like, is this on a main street? The building we were at.
The fireworks shop?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in like a big, like the big strips they have near like the boardwalk of like store after store after store.
Mm-hmm.
It was in one of those that it's like crushed between two buildings. So there's like it's basically like there's a big strip of stores, an alleyway going like down behind them, and then another strip of stores near the main road. It is on the main road on that second strip.
Is there any? Is the building watched from like street cams or building cams on all sides, or is there any sides that would have a blind spot?
It's only watched from the front and the back, like the front and the alley.
Okay. Is there anything anything on the sides at all?
On the sides? No, there's because the sides are other buildings.
Okay, so there's no way to go through. It's just smashed up against each other buildings.
Yeah, it's like connected to them.
Okay.
The alleyway is behind it, going like parallel to it.
Are these building cameras or are these street cams? Like that the police have.
These are
like that?
these are building cams.
Okay. Which buildings?
What, for the fireworks? Pretty much.
No, like which buildings would be looking at the fireworks?
Well, obviously the one on top of like the fireworks itself, as well as
Mhm.
probably a street camera, and the building next to it has one on a light pole, so it would be looking directly at the parking lot.
Okay. Because I do want to at least fact check the information we were given with the uh, camera information from last night. Um, so, so what buildings? Because we can't just like fucking barge in there and ask to see the. I mean, I guess we could if they allowed us, but
Plus, if you say it's a police
we could.
investigation, they kind of have to give it up.
Well, not like we'd have to get a warrant.
That's a whole process.
So, I mean, like they could just let us if they allowed it, but that's entirely up to them. America.
Indeed.
So, I mean, we could just go and ask. Like, what building is it, by the way?
What building is it in? Like, what building
Yeah,
is the
like
one with
that
the?
has the pole camera.
I believe it is a surfboard shop.
Surfboard shop. I mean, there might be some chill dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a surfboard shop.
Surfers and rockers get along, right? Maybe you can.
You want me to talk to them and see?
Yeah.
I
I mean,
guess I could try.
me and surfing are kind of the exact opposite of, you know, kind of
Friends.
have to have manual. No, like I kind of have to have manual. You have to be able to touch a surfboard to surf.
I mean, yeah, not wrong. Not denying that.
So,
So yeah, I will walk in the surf shop,
all right.
and I'm assuming you follow me.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
okay. So the surf shop, its like main door is just wide open, right? You can just go in there.
Okay.
It doesn't really have a door. Along it are not just like whole surfboards, but also like equipment to repair surfboards as well as a couple of things you see like small spray bottles, which are claimed to be shark repellents. That kind of stuff. Also just stuff for the beach as well. So umbrellas, sunscreen, mostly surfboards though.
Yeah.
And there's only a single person in there. Keep in mind, this place is also somewhat small. There's an upstairs area you can see like a staircase in the corner for, but that's about it. There's only a single person in here. It is a woman. She's got like a very clear, like well-kept tan. And she has like a tattoo on her lower stomach of the outline of a small person, like a 2-inch tall person on her stomach. So it looks like a small person has been laying on her while she was tanning. And
Okay.
she's got a pair of like big heavy sunglasses on, and she is currently just standing behind the counter like picking out bills from a pile of bills and slowly organizing them as you walk in. And she says, "Hmm? Hey, what's up?" she says, throwing her long blonde hair back behind her head. "What do you need?"
I will walk up to her, and I'll be like, "Listen, babe, I'm gonna just make this real quick and real simple. My name is Salvation. This is my partner. I look at you,
Thunderwall.
Thunderwall.
I knew yours.
Yeah, but me and you aren't really that close, so I didn't really actually pay attention to yours. Anyway, we are currently part of an ongoing police investigation. And, well, we were talking with the dude who does the firework displays a little ways down from you. And he gave us some information, and we kind of need to confirm what he said with us. So we were wondering if we could get access to your cameras.
I mean, she thinks and she says, when would you need to see?"
Uh, last night, right?
Yeah, last night.
Yeah.
Is it any time before 12?
No, no, I think it was after 12.
Then I will
Well,
probably still
the
have.
why before 12?
Because the cameras delete anything in like a 12-hour recession, so anything that happened before 12, it wouldn't be there.
Well, I suppose we could see what. Did you keep like backups in like cold storage anywhere?
No, we really don't have the kind of money for that.
Okay.
But she like looks at you two, like judging you two for a second, like sizing you two up. And she says, "Are you two really heroes, or are you like that weird villain group that goes around?"
Uh, Acting heroes currently.
Ah, well, ain't that unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear about that. Are you okay?
Oh, we're fine. We're fine.
I see. It's always a hard time when someone dies.
Uh, we weren't like we didn't actually know the guy,
Oh,
but
oh.
but
Okay.
he did seem like a pretty decent guy. That's why we're trying to do our best to help with this investigation. Uh, so you said that the cameras were probably cleared
I mean,
after 12,
before 12.
before 12.
Yeah, I guess I could let you see him. I'm the owner of the place, so I suppose, but I doubt there's anything too useful on him.
We're just trying to confirm an alibi.
All right. She kind of picks out like a tablet from underneath the desk and like starts tapping on it. The tablet clearly doesn't work too well, and she says, "All right, all right." She's a little bit skeptical, but you can tell, like, you know, she knows something or two about what you guys are like doing. Not like the case itself, but she's probably been in your shoes once or twice in a similar manner. She opens up a very old recording software and shows you the parking lot has 2 cars in it. It has 2 cars
At
in it
midnight?
at midnight. There are 2 of
Okay.
them.
This is when the alleged incident was happening. What exact do we have an exact time?
Somewhere around 11 to 12. Somewhere around from 11 to 1.
Okay. So we have like a 2-hour window when it could have happened. So it might not have happened yet, or it might have. Okay. Those cars. Did we see those cars in the parking lot when we drove in?
You saw one of them, yeah.
Which one?
It is like a reproduction model of a 1950s. Oh, I can't even pronounce that. It's like a 1950s-esque era humpback car with like a really big long hood. You know the kind I'm talking about. I can't even read the title name because it's in
Actually,
German.
he's at the police station. I'm gonna text Mr. Hawk. Can we see the plates on the 2 cars in the parking lot that we see on the video? Or are they too far away?
They are. It's not that they're too far away. They're at an angle, so you wouldn't be able to see them because
Okay,
this place is next door.
gotcha.
But yeah, you see one of
Then
those. You recognize one of
can
them.
I just tell? Can I ask Mr. Hawk to check the plates of the one car that we know, the truck?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
But
Do either of these cars look like the truck?
no, they do not.
Yeah. No. Okay, I thought we recognized the one.
No, the one
video.
you do recognize though isn't the truck. It's one that you recognize from the front of the fireworks shop.
Oh, so
Okay.
it's the owner's car, probably.
That's what I want to check. I want to see if it's the owner's car.
And yeah, he can come back with it. He drives a very distinctive like vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Oh God, okay, I hate doing this. Let me contact the DMV."
Oh, you poor bastard.
Well, I was hoping he could just ask the fucking police because they could do it a lot faster in an active investigation.
Kind of don't want to leave anyone down here with the body, but okay.
Who the fuck is still down there? I said that into the phone. Is he not going to answer me?
No, who is still down here? Oh, David came back. And he's checking the bodies.
Why?
Apparently, they wanted to see something about like family or something. I don't know. I was just going to collect a report from him after he's done, but hold on. I'll have to go ask him when I'm fucking done with this stupid shit. Where are we again?
Who was meeting with the... Where did we know the son-in-law was?
Like, at the house. Like, they all live together.
Okay.
They all live in, like, a really big piece of land.
Who went to the house?
Who, like, which one of you went to the house?
Yeah, which group went to the house? Because I know we all split up into teams.
It was,
and I know two...
It was Krista and, fucking Carson. They were the ones who went to, like, the family in the house.
Okay.
And Mr. Hawk says, that car belongs to the owner of a fireworks shop.
Okay.
Okay.
The other one, I have no idea. It's not distinct enough. I mean, there's like 50 of those fucking cars in the city.
Okay.
The other one is a black Chevy. If you wanted to know.
Might be the front desk worker.
Yeah.
Let's so when does anything happen during the recording if we like start like, you know, moving through the hours?
Moving through the hours, yes. Around 3:40 in the morning, the owner walks out, gets into the old-looking car, and drives away.
Okay.
The black Chevy...
So he was in the store at the time.
Yes. The black Chevy...
So that clears him. Yeah. What about the black Chevy?
The black Chevy, a woman comes out of the store around 4 o'clock in the morning, about 30 minutes later, gets into it, and drives away.
The secretary, I assume?
Indeed.
Okay. Wait, they leave at 4? What time is it now? What time did we get there?
You got there like sort of mid-morning-ish. If she went home around 4, she probably would have had like 5 or so or 6 or so hours of like rest.
What the hell?
This is a really shitty place to work.
What okay. What is a...
Let's see.
You cut out what?
I said this is like do they live at this store? What the hell?
No, they probably live nearby though.
Okay, continuing on. I'm assuming they come back. Yes.
Yes. About an hour before you guys actually get there, the two cars following each other, actually, one after the other, pull into the parking lot. They get out and get inside.
Okay. So, but nothing happens during the time.
No,
right?
There's no like weird creepy man in a rubber mask or anything.
All right.
The weirdest thing that happens is the fucking parking lot's empty.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that clears him. He's got a pretty solid alibi, and we literally see him leave and come back at the times. Okay. I think we can head back then.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She nods. Do be careful out there. I only hear that acting heroes come out when usually someone has died or something has happened. I know back in my old days that used to be the case.
Right now, it's more of a work study kind of program.
Hey, how's the principal doing?
Still causing cancer.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
I'm assuming you're an ex-hero student, or at least a member of UA.
I used to be a hero myself before I retired.
Ah, what was your hero name?
She like blushes and she says,
Well, now I'm really curious.
I didn't know the context of this name when I took it. I just took it because of what my quirk is. Stain.
Ah,
That's a really unfortunate name to take.
Yeah.
well, I mean, at least you got. I imagine you got some attention. Probably not the kind of attention you were hoping for.
Yeah, I ended up retiring because of an injury I sustained. But I was just, yeah, it wasn't too good. I only was a hero for 5 years, so.
Yeah, well, hopefully you at least got your name out there.
Hey, you know
Ask
what?
to help with the surf shop.
The Heroes Association uses my quirk to this very day, so
What's
if
your
you,
quirk?
I can produce imprints and ink which can never be erased.
Huh.
But except for by me. So
Yeah.
I produced for them a couple million gallons of ink during my period there. And so if the fire alarm ever goes off and
Never?
someone's just been stained half black by some weird substance, that's mine. That's mine.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's a security feature, so if someone tries to fucking flee and they get hit by that, we'll still be able to find them.
Yeah, I was not a very good hero.
No, I feel like that's a pretty good quirk to have, like, especially for tracking.
Here's the issue. It doesn't stop a bullet.
That yeah,
No.
that would be the problem. Yeah.
It doesn't stop a bullet. Either way, you two are probably very busy, so get out of my shop and go solve this. I hope it's not a multi-murder, but if it is, do it.
All right. I'm gonna
Well,
hand her a
thank you
card
for the
with my.
assistance.
I'm gonna hand her a card with my name and number on it. If you ever want someone to, be a spokesperson for your shop that's an active hero, give me a call.
Oh, thank you, she says, waving. Old Spice. You guys walk out.
I'm gonna look at fucking Cole as we're walking out. Don't you fucking judge me. I'm working my PR right now.
No, I mean that's part of being a hero.
Hell yeah, it is.
Oh god. Oh my god, I've rolled the best random encounter in the entire fucking game.
We're gonna hate this.
I thought what I put fucking Grayskull was annoying. I thought I put Grayskull through was annoying. This is on a whole new level. Okay.
We may need to resort to murder here.
So as you guys walk out and are getting ready to go into the car, the most amazing voice in the entire world stops you. It's clearly feminine and it's quite high-pitched, and it says the following. Halt, heroes! You have met your match!
Huh?
Looking to the
Like,
left.
Turn to what just said that.
So, climbing out of the bushes on a nearby sidewalk is a girl, hard to tell considering the outfit it's wearing. It's covered in head to toe in stitched together underwear and a massive, what looks like an underwear sack, like a burlap sack made of underwear, with eye holes and armholes. And feet are sticking out of the bottom that have like really way too big army pants that are sewn into the sack. And big boots that they clearly struggle walking around in. And a top hat has been put on top of it. And this person has a squirt gun in their hand. And they have to be like literally 4 foot tall. And you see a pair of like dark green eyes underneath the sack. They have like gloves on and like fucking actual sleeves knitted into the sack. And they approach you guys and they say, "Stick 'em up, heroes. No heroes on my turf."
I'm gonna look at Cole.
Are
Where-
we legally allowed to do something about this? Are we just getting attacked in broad daylight? Is this what's happening right now?
is this a self-defense case, or is this like an active like hero like scenario?
That's hard to say. That's hard to say. Legally, it's hard to say what you're allowed and supposed to do here. But they look at you and they say, "If you don't give me all your hero tokens right now, I'll have to make your clothes mildly more expensive."
Hero tokens? Okay, what's a hero token?
You have no idea.
I
Give me all your Pokemon cards, too.
don't have any.
Oh no, it's retarded. Oh,
They
poor
approach
thing.
they
We're
approach
gonna have to put it down.
the front of the car and like gesture with the squirt gun and come over to like your side, Cole, and hold the gun up to you. "Give it to me. Stick 'em up."
Wait, he just approached my car.
Yep.
Summons a double barrel and points it straight at his fucking face. "You touch my car, I will kill you." I am not
calm
kidding
down.
you.
Bring it on.
He technically hasn't done anything yet. Actually, is this even a weapon? I'll look at the gun.
This is a water gun.
A water gun?
It's like a Home Alone modified water gun.
Can I tell what liquid it contains?
Water.
Water? Miss, are you okay? Do we need to call do we need to call an ambulance?
I am fine. Huh! Okay, so Cole, your clothes
Yeah?
become moderately more fitting and slightly more expensive looking.
What? He just buffed my hero outfit. Okay. He just
Okay, so
buffed my
their
hero
quirk
outfit.
has
for
nothing to
monetary
do with
value.
me then.
Bring it
Their
on.
quirk doesn't work on me then.
They're like clearly like barely able to stand in this weird costume they have.
Is this even is it even a crime to use this quirk?
America's quirk laws are also a lot looser than Japan's, so
I know, like
It depends
I
on what
don't
else this quirk
think
can do,
so.
but maybe. Also, this person, like I said, is like incredibly short, even in this massive like outfit. They're like 4 feet tall. So
I'll get out of the car.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Get out, and give me all your Pokemon cards and your hero tokens too. And you got any of them like cool army cards where there's like injury cards, like laser beams to the face? Give me them too if you got any.
I'm gonna get out of my car as well. And this is a small individual, correct?
Yes, under like this massive outfit.
How old is this person?
You can't even tell. Like,
are they because are they literally just covered in head to toe in like stitched together underwear?
yes.
Okay.
Can I just pull this fucking mask off of this person?
So it's like a full one-piece suit. You know, like the classical like ghost outfit?
Oh my god.
It's like
this looks like a KKK member?
No, because it's circular. It's like
okay.
It's not like
so
a robe.
If it
it's
had
like,
a point, we had more of a problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there like, I don't know? Can I look around? Is there like a handler or like a parent?
Yeah, no. Same. I want to look around. I want to see if there's like a fucking camera or something hidden, and like we're getting punked right now.
You're actually on a.
I don't want to like. I don't want. Like, this guy hasn't technically done anything illegal.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, technically, he's trying to rob us, but in like a like he hasn't theoretically threatened us yet.
All right. So go ahead and make me.
Cole doesn't want to make an aggressive action.
Make me a perception roll. Go ahead. It's imagine like their torso is a capsule and they have pants sewn into the capsule and sleeves sewn into the capsule.
What the fuck?
And they
I
have
don't like this.
big
Are you
army,
helping me?
like big,
Yeah, I'll help you. I don't even want to
Okay.
fucking be involved with this.
like they have like
19.
big oversized army boots on that they clearly struggle walking in.
19 perception.
No, you don't see anything like that. This person clearly just climbed out of the fucking bushes. They might have been in there for hours by what the bushes look like.
What the fuck?
And over all
with
your
a 19,
Pokemon
what
cards.
can I tell about this person with a 19?
With a 19, they're like 8 years old.
Okay.
First
Actual
thing.
child.
Second thing is they're like dirty.
Is this a homeless child?
They're like kind of dirty, and like this underwear, they're all clearly been like washed and then used and then stitched together. And they smell like car oil, and the gun they're wielding, it's a squirt gun, like I said, but it's very well made. You had to like take a second glance at it to realize it's a squirt gun.
Question. Cole was literally homeless like 2 months ago. Does this kid fit the homeless vibe?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Cole very much sympathizes with this kid's predicament. Hey, kid, what's your name?
My name? Hold on, let me think of one.
You don't have a name? Where's your parents?
I don't have any of them either.
What?
Let me think.
Damn.
Anyways, it don't matter. You heroes are gonna get the beaten end of my clothes power. Now get on your knees and give me your Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
I'm gonna look at Cole, and I'm gonna summon a golden bat in my hand.
No, of course. Are you? Do not assault a homeless kid.
I ain't homeless. I just got nowhere to live.
Look, kid, I've been in your predicament before. I was homeless too just a little bit ago.
Well, I wouldn't be homeless if it wasn't for you damned heroes.
What did heroes do?
I'm gonna pull out a pair of zip ties, like zip tie cuffs.
Let's.
And I'm gonna put them on the kid.
Don't.
And I'm gonna throw him in the back of my car.
No, you can't
unfortunately,
kidnap a child.
As much as he can do something about shotguns and baseball bats, he can't actually do anything about zip ties. So just make me a grapple roll. It's not going to be too hard.
This isn't okay. He has just admitted that he is homeless and apparently trying to attack heroes. We are taking him to the police station so that they can deal with a lost child. I am not paid enough to deal with this.
He actually rolled really well.
I'm gonna text Mr. Hawk. I don't know.
Like, homeless kid problem. Wow, this fucking kid actually got out of my grasp.
he fucking wriggles out of your grasp. He's like a snake for somehow. He's like a slitherer. He literally wriggles out of your grasp from the zip ties.
After he gets out of my grasp, I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm not even fucking doing this. I'm gonna fucking look at you and be like, either fucking grab him and we take him to the police station, or we just leave him here. It's your call.
Does he look malnourished?
You can't tell, but he does run off.
Okay, does he look skinny?
There we go.
Well, I mean, you
it's
can't just leave him.
He's not our fucking case, and we don't have any information about this fucking kid. Like, do you want to go door to door around here and ask, hey, is there just a fucking homeless kid who, like, trying to assault people?
I mean, look, this cleared is clearly troubled. I've been in his situation before. Hell, it's even worse with him. He doesn't even have any family. I'm not just gonna leave him out here.
Adam pitches the bridge of his nose. God fucking damn it. All right.
If you want to drive off and head back to the police station, go ahead. I don't care.
I'm gonna sit against the hood of my car and pull out my phone. Go get the fucking kid. I will sit here. I am not dealing with this. I will inform Mr. Hawk that we apparently are picking up a stray. And to also look in the police database for any fucking complaints, I'm going to assume, about a child around here who's just being a little asshole. So go.
I'm gonna go run off. I'm gonna find the kid.
Make Bruce perception roll. He's hiding.
It's fucking kid, dude.
11.
Yeah, you quickly find him. So, okay.
I mean, with a -4, I'm guessing he's pretty freaking malnourished.
Yeah, you quickly find him, right? In a little bit, you like run down the strip here, chasing after where he went. And you go to a bit of like a little indent. Like you have to go onto the beach, right? It takes you like 2 minutes. You have to go onto the beach and go down the beach. And way down the beach, there is, one of those like little, those like alcoves? Like one of those like little alcoves where people like take showers in?
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those. You track him down, like you see him run past one of those. People kind of looking confused, and he runs further down the beach. And you eventually find him crawling into a hole on the side of a cliffside.
Hey, since he just jumped right out of us, like right outside the surf shop, right?
Yeah.
Cole, like right before he goes after this kid, he'll look inside. Is there like, this kid was like 8?
Yeah, he was like 8.
He's probably pretty, and I'm assuming he looked pretty thin even with his onesie on.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because of how like bulky it is. It's clearly made to be like some kind of armor, right?
Right.
Out of like fucking pieces of like burlap and underwear. So,
is there like some like very like small children's clothing
here, probably not. No.
in this surf shop?
No, probably not. But
what about a towel?
towel,
Like towels.
towel, yes.
He'll buy 2 towels.
Okay, those are literally just spend $10.
As I see him like coming back out of the surf shop after buying that, before he fully gets away, I'm gonna whistle over to him and I'm gonna reach into my pocket. I'm gonna whip a fucking chocolate bar at him.
It bounces off. I try to catch it, but it bounces off my hand, like my barrier's like hand. It's around my barrier, and he waits 6 seconds on the ground and picks it up.
Like looks at it.
Well, actually, no. It would just hover. It would just hover there, right?
Because it would just kind of like slowly hover, like slowly floating down. Then you could catch it, and you corner him in like this small cave, right?
There, I'm assisting you. You gotta trick him with candy.
He says, "I see. In this cave, there is a door. There's just an iron door in this cave. I see you've come. Perfect." He opens the iron door quickly, like literally like clicking the handle and throwing it open, which is not very hard. If you dare come into my cave, you'll see my full wrath. He closes the door.
Cole clears his throat as he approaches the door. You, the villain, will not get away with this. For you face the hero known as Thunderwall. Is the door locked?
No, it's not fucking locked. The lock looks like it was burned off.
He'll like use the butt of his shield and like slowly lever the door open so he doesn't accidentally hit the kid.
Yeah,
He doesn't know where he is.
yeah, you can do that. I mean, on the other side, this is some like straight up Monster Hunter type shit you're walking into, by the way. You remember the cultist lair that Mary burned everyone to death in?
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like that.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
It is a long hallway that has 3 doors. One to the left, one to the right, and a big pair of iron double doors in the front. And there are flags. There are like big flags with like a symbol of a pig on it. At this point, it's been 2 minutes. Adam, you get a ping.
All right. I will check my phone.
Adam, Mr. Hawk texts you back with... That's a bit strange. We don't really have anything like that on record. Is it just a kid like mugging people? How old do they look?
It's an 8-year-old kid. His quirk apparently improves clothing quality from what happened whenever he used it on Thunderwall, and he apparently he looked about like between like 7 and 8, pretty scrawny, and is wearing like different amalgamation of underwear and other like clothing that just actually doesn't look like it fits him at all.
What the fuck?
That's what I fucking said.
Well, as far as the clothing, like his quirk goes, I mean, there was a villain with that quirk a bit ago, but like,
Oh
How
god.
do you be a villain with that quirk?
you would be
Alright,
surprised.
It's just
what?
quirkless at that point.
Alright, I
What,
want to
are you
ask you a
are you
question.
committing
How long
minor
ago was this?
fraud? Like,
I want to text Mr. Hawk back. How long ago was this villain apprehended?
They weren't apprehended, they were killed. And
Oh my fucking god, why?
I am not sure, but
Okay, how long ago did they die?
about 4 months ago.
Oh god damn it.
Hold on,
Well,
let
I
me.
think we found that villain's kid.
I was surprised she even had a child. Hold on.
apparently she didn't. Since the kid is literally doesn't even know his name, I bet she didn't give a damn about him.
Well, he clearly knows that like, a hero killed her because he mentioned that heroes took shit from him already.
Ruined his life or something.
Yeah.
Mikuro was her name. She was a Japanese villain that moved to America. I'm seeing. Oh, she did actually have a child.
Oh, god damn it. What the fuck was her crimes?
She committed large-scale fraud.
I called it.
How the fuck did that translate in someone killing her?
Oh, she was part of a villain group.
Oh my god. And that group's name is?
Hold on, it is Year of the Boar.
Year of the Boar.
She had a son, apparently. He's believed to be dead. His name is Shiro.
I'm going after I get the name, I'm going to text fucking Thunderwall. It's like, kid's name's possibly Shiro, parent was a villain, killed for being part of a villain group called Year of the Boar. Or was it Flying Boar or just Boar?
Year of the Boar.
Year of the Boar.
Okay.
And
anyways,
I'm going to end that with just bring him in.
that's actually what you kind of find in here. Thunderwall, you see this hallway
he opens the door and strikes like a All Might like pose.
There's no one here to see it.
Damn it! I was hoping he. Oh well.
But it's a hallway with 3 doors, one to the left, one to the right, one in front of you. Along the walls are like flags with the middle of like with a boar, like a reddish boar in the middle of a white flag, copying like the Japanese flag. All of them are kind of burnt. You notice there's some like fiery
Mhm.
handprints along the walls as well.
Fiery
Goddamn
handprints,
Vtuber.
like incineration.
Yeah,
Oh, this kid's fucked up.
and you notice there's like empty tin cans and like a whole bunch of like Christmas tree fire retardant spray. Like empty cans of that stuff just kind of littered everywhere. Hold on. I need to end recording here. Thunderwall, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a bunch of empty cans of those scattered around. Just all around the place.
Mm-hmm.
There is a bunch of empty gun casings as well, like all around.
Burnt.
Yeah, some of them are. Some of them are. Mostly 10 millimeter and 44 Magnum.
Okay. Can I like find the year of the boar flag and match it to the burn ones on the wall?
Like you just look up what the flag means.
Yeah.
It's the flag of a
Like is it?
villain group, primarily based out of Japan, but apparently they did go to America at one point. And then they were then apprehended and killed in America.
Who did the killing? I'm assuming someone with a fire quirk.
Why, yes. A hero by the name of Lumberjack.
Fuck.
Lumberjack.
How is that a fire-based hero name?
Who is this hero? This hero Lumberjack.
Hero number 27, Lumberjack. He is quite the popular hero.
Oh, so he's top, but not top 10.
He's top, but not top 10.
Okay.
He's quite the popular hero for his appearance, being a well-built 6'7" man with a big lumberjack-style beard, who is frequently seen smoking many different kinds of cigarettes. He is a controversial figure for that, as he does advertise cigarettes. However, he has the ability to control burning wood as well as summon giant burning trees.
Okay. Walking forest fire. Understood.
Mm-hmm.
Smokey the Bear is his greatest
Is
enemy.
there burning wood in this room?
Looking
Or
closer,
was there like is there like burnt wood?
there is pieces of like ashes and burnt wood,
Figured.
but they're pretty small, all things considered.
Do I see the kid anywhere?
Not in this hallway.
How many more? Are there more doors?
Yeah, there's 3. One on the left, one on the right, and one in the middle.
I'll check the one on the left first.
This leads to a common area. A combination between a living room, a kitchen, and a planning room, by what you can see. Whole place is burnt. You notice something a little bit disturbing.
Yeah.
On the walls to this place are shadows.
Oh. Like burn shadows?
Flashfire shadows, yes. Like the shadows a bomb
Yeah.
creates.
Damn. That had no freaking mercy, man.
There's about 10 of them, including some smaller shadows of children.
What the heck? Bro came in here and was killing kids?
I mean, it's what heroes do. They were villains.
Jesus Christ.
And
literally, I don't think Jesus would approve of this.
pulls out cardboard cutout of Jesus. Listen, he's here to help you.
I think we might need some, and I think we might need some here in America. What the hell? Okay.
Other than
do I
that,
see the kid in here?
No. However, You do see that there are a lot of empty cans around the fridge. Mostly of pork and beans, although some of this stuff is clearly stolen.
Okay. Any other? Does this room lead anywhere? Or is it just? Does it just lead into this room?
Just this room, but you do notice there is a crater with a great number of wooden, like ash, like wood pieces and ashes in the center of the room, like a bomb went off in here.
Probably where he spawned his burning tree. We'll move to the center door.
Center
We'll
door?
just go. Yeah, we'll just go like around the room, like around the 3 doors.
Yeah, this looks like this room. You push it open. It looks like a really big church.
Were they religious?
No.
Were they a religious cult?
No, they weren't, but it's built like a church. There's no like crosses or any religious paraphernalia, but it looks like a big like meeting room almost, with a couple sleeping bags around the place. Right where the podium is at the very back of the room, 50 feet away, the kid pops out from behind the podium and says, "Die, Thunderwall!" and pulls the trigger on a 44 Magnum straight at you.
44 Magnum?
Holy shit!
Okay.
Okay.
Oh God, this
So let's
kid
talk
went
about-
from 0 to 100 real fucking quick.
Let's talk
Holy
about how this
hell.
doesn't do anything. Hold on, wait, maybe it crits you. You never know.
I mean, well, he does have to. Okay, because of my setup, he does have to beat an AC of 20.
I know. You know what? He could. It's not likely.
And with a, he does have a minus. Does he have a minus to this?
No,
Can
he does not. He has a +2.
Okay. Okay.
No.
No.
He just
It
he
doesn't
also
even take a fucking point. I literally just
block it.
I literally just block it with my just like physical shield.
All right. He also
and
knocks himself
deflect
unconscious
it.
with it.
What?
He knocked himself out with the fucking gun's recoil.
Like he fires this and then bang right into his forehead, and it just he fucking tumbles.
Oh shit! What the fuck, kid? Not expecting to get shot by him. Damn. Okay. I'm gonna go over to the kid.
He is out cold.
I'll take the. We'll just ignore this. I'm just gonna take the gun. We're not gonna let her have this.
It is a somewhat burnt 44 Magnum with the engraving in the side of it, reading Shiro.
Kid's gun. Damn. Okay. What else is in this room?
Well,
First of all, is the kid okay? Also.
he's all right. He's just a bit dazed and doesn't know where he is. Well, this room seems to be the center of the massacre. There are quite a few of those shadows, but more than just that, they're just full-on corpses in here. Corpses that they clearly didn't clean up. Mostly of adults. The reason a lot of these corpses were clearly not cleaned up is because, well, they're in pieces. Quite a few of them, in fact. You see
Get
a couple
this
humans.
kid into therapy now.
You see a couple human skulls kind of scattered around the place. And then one in particular that really stands out to you is in the very back of the room. In the very back of the room, there is a massive shell of clothing. There is a huge, like, almost like a cocoon of clothing with a burnt black skeleton cradling it.
His mom fucking cocooned him so that he would live. Holy shit.
Okay. Cole, what can I find out about this hero incident online? First and foremost. Can I find anything about this online at all?
Well, yes, you can find a small news report, but that's about it. It was pretty much glossed over by the media. Heroes doing hero work.
What was it? What was it going over? What did it go over?
It went over how the amazing lumberjack tracked down to the notorious group of market manipulators called Year of the Boar, and was able to eliminate each of them with his incredible power. And it showed a couple pictures of the door being burned, and then went to an interview with him of how he did it. He spoke nothing of this.
What is the interview? Nothing of this? What did he say? What did he say when it went down?
He said many of them had drawn weapons on him and attempt to take him down with with their quirks, but none of them were as ready for them as he was for them. As he was able to take each of them down with his incredible quirk, his burning capabilities, and even take down a couple of their heavy hitters with even a guy who had an ice quirk, apparently. He said they all attacked him as soon as he entered, and knowing that they were all going to be arrested or killed, so they went out fighting.
Does that look like what happened?
There was clearly a fight in here.
But not nearly as not on the level he's saying.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, well, Cole's not stupid. He's taking some pictures.
Taking some pictures?
He's taking some fucking pictures.
Alright.
Might need to blow a whistle on this fucker.
Do you send them to Adam?
No, not yet. We'll just keep him on his phone for now.
Okay, send them to Adam. Hey, Adam, here's this burnt black skeleton, Adam. That gives me so much inspiration.
No,
but Cole's like,
honestly, that would just literally, I would just go, "What the actual fuck?"
So,
It's like, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
Cole will take the towels he got and he'll first off, since the kid's knocked out, he's gonna inspect him for any injuries.
oh, yeah. Make me a medical check. Hold on, let me let the cat out.
Okay. Medical. Pretty sure this is just gonna be a flat roll. I don't think I have anything. No. I'll do a +1. I'll use one of my rerolls in this.
All right,
Cole
ahead.
actually very much cares about this. Ah, damn it. 8.
You can't tell the specifics. But you can tell he's been hit by a lot of shrapnel.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a piece of shrapnel sticking out of his, abdomen, which you recognize as human bone.
Oh my god.
But other than that, you can't really tell anything else about his injuries.
Okay. He'll get him wrapped up in the couple towels he bought.
All right.
To make sure nothing worse happens to him.
Right.
And he'll pick the kid up. I'll wait the 6 seconds to grab him.
Yep, 6 seconds. Wait, hold on, wait. Okay, so...
All right.
Go ahead.
He'll carry him back out into the main area. He'll look in the last door. He'll open it to peek in.
This is a sleeping room. Well, what's left of one. The shootout clearly happened in, the shootout clearly happened in the main room. World War II happened in here, if you know what I mean.
Oh, boy.
There's clearly a lot of people living in this room. It's like a fucking army barracks, basically. Maybe 40 or so of them. Including a couple, smaller beds for children. blasting ghetto style through here quite clearly. This place is scrounged and scrapped. Beyond the burn marks, there are just pieces of people everywhere. This place looks like a graveyard that someone forgot to bury all the bodies. It's clear that there were a lot more people in here than in the main room for whatever happened. This was clearly also the first room to be hit.
Mm-hmm. The first room? They hit the sleeping?
Oh my god, this is straight up a fucking war crime area.
Gotta hit them while they're resting, boys. That's the tactic heroes do.
They're sleeping, Charlie Brown. They're sleeping.
So, yeah. It looks like a pretty messed up place. It's pretty clear a lot of these people were probably in their beds, whatever's left of their beds at this point, when everything happened. You see 4 craters in this room, just going down, like, the center of the bunks here.
Once again, he'll take some pictures. God. All right. Cole will head out and start making his way towards Adam.
Adam? Mr. Hawk contacts you.
Alright.
He says, "Hey, kiddo, hey, I was just wondering, because David was completed with his little search here. Why were you asking me about that? The kid, right?"
I'm going to text him back because we found the fucking kid of one of those villains.
He was thought to be dead.
No, he is well and alive. We have found him.
I'm coming.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, shit. Mr. Hawk is about to be pissed. Mr. Hawk's not a bad guy. He seems very interesting. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna send him the address that we're currently at.
Delete these text messages.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go through and delete. Well, first I'm gonna take screenshots of these conversations, and then I'm going to delete the messages.
Okay. Probably a good idea, yeah. So...
Covering my own ass!
Adam?
Mm-hmm.
First, Cole gets to you.
Is the kid still unconscious?
Fucking pissed, by the way.
Is the kid still unconscious, by the way?
He's not unconscious, but he doesn't know where he is. He's very dazed.
Oh, so I can't knock him out, but, you can.
There would be no point in doing so.
I didn't do a damn thing. The kid did it to himself. He tried to shoot me with an actual gun.
Huh. Didn't think he had it in him.
The kickback hit him in the head, and well, he's fine. He's just dazed.
Ah.
I'm no medical expert, so we should get him checked out. But Adam, holy shit!
What?
It was so bad.
Oh, come
Oh
on.
my god.
That bad.
Kind of like gulps. What kind of hero could do something like that?
Okay, you're being overdramatic.
Take a look.
Shows photo of burnt black skeleton ruins.
Shows him like 15 fucking photos of massacre. Something straight out of Outlast.
What the fuck?
Who could do this? Why would he?
What the hell?
Adam, like, with your career, it actually looks like the photos that like heavy metal rockers look at for inspiration, like those exaggerated photos that people paint, except it's real.
Like, Jesus Christ, this looks like the fucking cover of a metal band that just became a metal band. Like whenever they're trying too hard to be a metal band. What the fuck?
I looked up what I could find on this incident. That they completely covered it up. It's like it barely happened.
Why the fuck would a hero want this to be discovered? Obviously they covered it up.
But
Holy
why would they?
shit.
Why would they do something like this in the first place? That's not hero work. It's murder.
At this point, Mr. Hawk pulls in and he says, he like jumps out of his own car, like he literally jumps out of his own window, and he says, "Oh, sorry, my instincts are kicking in."
Mr. Hawk, what are you doing here?
Hey, kiddos.
Oh yeah, by the way, he said that he was gonna be pulling up.
Why?
I wanted to see if it was true.
I'm gonna flip
What,
the
the
phone
kid?
around
The
to
kid-
point it at
the kid-
Mr. Hawk's face.
Whoa.
Whoa. What the fuck?
Okay,
Look,
so it's not all heroes. We're clearing this up a bit. What the
Okay.
fuck is this? This isn't
Okay.
an arrest. This isn't a raid on a hero base. Whoever did this just straight up fucking torched these people. World War II. That's World War II shit.
It looks like the trenches.
That's Canada whenever they were fucking making their new checklist.
What the? Okay, whoa. Explain the whole situation. What happened?
Okay, so me and Adam here, we're about to drive back to the, the police, the police department, and this kid jumps out of the bushes like he was laying in there for hours. He jumps out of the bushes with a squirt gun, telling us to give him our hero tokens, what the hell those are, and our Pokemon cards. I don't think this kid knows what currency is.
And then he also said Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Hero,
He said a bunch of different fucking like kid things.
hero tokens
Yeah.
are an actual currency, though. They're a form of like scriff that the Japanese Hero Association gives some of its heroes for certain outstanding pieces of work.
Regardless, Adam here didn't know what we didn't know what the hell was going on. Adam here went to go to try and like detain the kid with some zip ties until we figured out what was going on, and he ran off. When we went to go track him, I went to go track him down to apparently I found he's hiding out in the burned out remains of the Year of the Boar's old base. That's what was left. I mean, I will say the kid did try to shoot me, but I mean, it wasn't going to work. The kid's fine. He's just dazed a bit. We should get him some medical attention.
Mr. Hawk stays silent.
But he's got some more injuries. I noticed some shrapnel in his stomach area. Bone. It's horrifying, Mr. Hawk.
Adam, do you have anything to add to this?
I thought this was just some annoying punk ass kid who was homeless. Holy fucking tits, we need a therapist. This kid right here, I'm gonna point to the kid who's still probably dazed as fuck. I don't know how the fuck he hasn't tried to kill himself yet. You are a pro hero. You have seen fucked up shit. What the fuck is this?
What do we do?
We do what true heroes do. He takes your phone, pulls out a really weird looking like USB. It's like a USB with like a tiny spear on the other end of it. Plugs it into your phone through the headphone jack, pulls it out, deletes the photos, gives them back to you, and says, "We form a case."
That case had better be leading to whoever the fuck did this getting their ass chewed out, then put on a fucking silver platter so that people can fucking just straight up kill him.
Who did this was the hero known as Lumberjack.
Yeah, I read about it. There was only a small news report on it. Certainly didn't go over that.
I would probably say, who just does that? I mean, like a serial killer would, but he's part of the Heroes Association. Whatever. Here's what's up, guys. After this assignment, after we catch the murderer for this case, god damn it, this city is falling apart. After we catch the murderer for this case, we'll deal with this. We should be quiet about this, okay? Because obviously this needs to be reprimanded. The child has bones of his family, most likely, in his body. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take him over to school, have the nurse patch him up, and I'm going to put him somewhere where people can care for him. Probably like an orphanage or something along those lines, real down low. We have an orphanage for when this kind of thing happens. It happens a lot.
Not a great start to heroing, but okay. Real quick, now that I know the name of the hero, I'm going to text I think her name's Rhea? My little techie fucking associate that I know.
Yeah, Rhea, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to text Rhea. I'm going to be like, Rhea, as a solid in the fact that I also made that song for you, please look up this hero and any sealed files that you can on him that the Hero Association's covering. Obviously, don't get yourself caught, but yeah, we're gonna bury this motherfucker.
Damn. She's text back. Sounds good. I'm bored anyways. For some reason, I've been playing through this gacha game and the new season hasn't come out, so I got really nothing to do. I'll see what I can do.
I'm gonna text her back. Thank you, and whenever you decide that you need new computer parts and or a system, let me know.
She replies with one word. Thanks. So,
right. Well, I'm now actively working on ruining a hero's career.
Mr. Hawk throws the kid in the back of his car and says, "Good luck, you two. Complete your investigation. We'll talk about this after class today, okay?"
Alright. Peace out, Teach.
Now, hold on, wait a minute. I want to teach you guys something right here, right now, okay? The greatest
Dramatic
heroes... What?
Dramatic exit?
No, that's a couple more weeks from now. But the greatest heroes of all time do not wear spandex. They do not wear boots or a cape. They wear a suit. He backflips into his car's like open window and rips off down the street.
Was he
I
just
hope
fucking
that
talking
kid will
about
be
lawyers?
okay.
What'd you say?
I was like,
I have-
was he just talking about fucking lawyers? And he asked if the kid was gonna be okay. Or hopes that the kid's gonna be okay.
The answer is yes and maybe.
All right, let's get back to the morgue.
You
You have a
guys...
case to finish. We'll worry about another case a different time. We can't do anything about it now, anyways.
So, let's go over a couple things that happened on your guys' way back. First of all, let me roll an arcana, specifically a hacker's tool. Because her quirk might involve blood, but goddamn, she's really good at machines, because that shit works with machines. Okay. 20 DC.
Nice.
So, as you guys are kind of pulling in the
She
morgue...
smashes it out. She actually just passes. Appreciate it.
Yeah, she does. Yeah. Barely, but she does.
Hell yeah, she does. She still got it, though.
She, like the basic network files, she sends you a 2 megabyte like package, Adam.
Thank God I have top of the line fucking phone.
I would assume, yes. So it is a 2 megabyte package of just data. It's basically this hero's entire like bio.
Mhm.
So I'm assuming you're reading through that as you go into the police station.
Yeah. I'm also like letting fucking oh my God, Thunderwall look at it as well.
All right, let me go over the basics here. First of all, this guy was part of the first official hero generation of the newest school of the American UA. He was actually just after like Deku's generation, 10 years after Deku, so 10 years ago, is when he officially became one of the top heroes. He became a hero about 30 years ago. Right? Like an official hero. He graduated from the school 30 years ago. He was the first generation. 10 years ago, he became like a really big name hero because apparently by his like description and what it says here, he has a habit of being very flashy and very like tough guy violent with his quirk.
Yeah.
Not to this sort of extent, but you learn also like about what his quirk is, what it does specifically. He can do more than just summon trees. He makes trees that are bombs. He can basically
do we have his actual name?
His actual name? Yes, she would be able to get that. Lumberjack's true name is God. It's David Ean. I'll type it in for you. I don't even think that's an actual last name. I don't believe it.
Is it E-I-N?
It's that.
E-E-A-N. Okay.
If you told me that was a last name, I wouldn't believe you, but that is what the random name generator said, so whatever.
A lot of Davids.
There are, which is weird.
You got to start re-rolling whenever you get David's now.
Fine, okay. Listen, the thing is, I make these character sheets in like 4 months in advance. So I'm not thinking about the names. Snoopy Warcrime.
What?
Snoopy the war criminal.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I posted that a while ago.
Anyways.
You guys go back. That's kind of what you read. You get like a basic information about him. You also learn he has kind of been the direct target of some like a little bit of cancel culture from some of the Japanese heroes in the past, if you would. Apparently a lot of the Japanese heroes don't like this guy.
Does he have
Why?
Does he have a hero company?
You cut out what?
Does he have a hero company?
He does not.
Okay. Does he have any sidekicks?
He does.
Any former sidekicks?
No.
Okay.
He has one sidekick. A younger man. Probably the second generation of heroes. He's about 10 years younger than Lumberjack. Graduated 20 or so years ago. He looks like he's in maybe his like late 30s. They seem to have like a forest motif. Kind of ish, because he goes by the name Tartarus. You do find out about his like quirk and everything. His quirk is pretty simple. He's able to grow foliage and trees very quickly. Although only things that have wood.
Okay, so he grows the trees that the other dude uses then as fucking bombs.
Apparently,
Yeah,
yes.
amplifies it.
So that's what you learn. That's what you find out. Other than that, she's also able to grab one. So her ability here, she's also able to grab one other piece of information that the public would not normally know. You learn he has a secret weakness he doesn't tell anyone.
Okay.
He's vulnerable to cold damage. That being lumberjack.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Okay.
Well,
She's
now
able
we
to
have...
like kind of theorize where he lives as well. He probably lives somewhere around the Hollywood area.
Okay.
Hollywood Hills. So
Well, I can't do much about this now.
no, he certainly
No,
can't.
but now we at least have a basis about this guy's profile.
You guys kind of turn into the police station, right? David's waiting there for you, examining the corpses with two leather gloves on. One red, one blue. And he says, this is bad.
Hey, what'd you find?
Huh? Oh, hey. Well, I found that these things are weird. All right, so as far as like the whole car and everything goes, we couldn't find much, honestly. We tried. I left him behind just to see if he could pick up anything else while I tried to examine these again. I don't know where the rest of them are, but I did a little bit more picking at the bodies, and I got help with someone to officially autopsy the guy here. He says, like, poking William. We looked underneath his skin, nothing unusual. Looked in his organs, nothing unusual. But we did find one thing on him that we didn't see before.
Okay.
In a hidden pocket in his pants, we found this. He says, like, flicking you a copper coin.
Copper?
Yeah, it's a very worn copper coin.
Oh, it's the fucking... Is it the family coin? That we...
Well, no, because the family coin was silver.
Yeah, I found the coin was silver. This is copper.
You found this in his pocket?
A hidden pocket in his pants we had to cut open.
Huh. What's what is it?
Well, we ran a couple tests. First of all, it is just completely copper. It's copper all the way through. It's not like a modern like piece of US currency. It's not like mostly zinc or something. And weirdly enough, it's pretty old. We did like some scanning, and both sides have been pretty much entirely rubbed down. We can probably think it's around 50 or so years old. We did a little bit of like checking around in the system after we did some scans, see what was on it. Apparently one side had a heart and the other side had like an engine, like a car engine, like a symbol of one. We did some checking, and that is the symbol for a villain organization, pretty well known one for large scale Grand Theft Autos, called the Blondes.
The blondes.
What? Okay, so this is a villain group that is known to steal or go after cars.
Yeah.
Would, because of how my family is and the fact that we only drive like super expensive, super fancy, super fucking rare cars, would I have any fucking knowledge about this?
Given where they operate, no.
Okay.
You wouldn't really have
Because I'm
any
pretty sure,
information
like,
for that.
the fact that I bought this fucking Lambo, or I got this fucking Lambo, there should be like just like a like user manual warning. It's like, by the way, because you bought this and you're in this location, watch out for this organization.
Yeah, you wouldn't really know. You do like you guys do not live anywhere near where they would normally operate. However,
well, that's
he says
weird. This
it.
is starting to shape into something a bit more based on what we found.
By the way, it's French.
The French villain group?
No, like the word blonde. It's not like blonde is in like, like a color or
Blonde
blonde hair. It's the French
Okay.
word blonde.
Okay. Well, Salvation and I found some interesting stuff as well. Not quite as interesting as that, but Marcus Umule, his alibi checks out. He was at the building, at least based on the video footage we saw, he was at the building when the alleged event took place.
The entire time?
We saw him leave. We saw him leave and the shop, his fireworks factory, around 3, along with his secretary shortly after. His car was there the entire time as well. However, he did have some interesting things to say. So first, he initially lied about the last time he spoke with Nash, with William Nash. We originally inquired about him, and he said he last spoke with him a few weeks ago, but obviously with his phone records, we called him out on the lie. He quickly amended his story. Apparently, you mentioned this copper coin, but he mentioned something different. He mentioned a silver coin.
Silver coin?
Yeah, one that he always kept, one that Nash always kept in his wallet, which wasn't there, obviously.
Mm.
On another interesting thing is that originally, based on their phone call before William's family left, his son-in-law was supposed to come with him.
Mm.
He mentioned that his son-in-law was coming with him, but as we can tell, he clearly was not in the car at the time, right?
Yeah, he like looks at the 3 bodies in front of him. There are only 3 people in the car.
Was there any remain, or was there any, like, I don't know, leftover, DNA that doesn't match the 3 people in the car anymore?
Well, when we got to what happened, where the car was, it was pretty barren. I wouldn't say there was anything they missed. It's pretty clear they got everything. But the weird part is, we actually learned about something odd. A similar case where no one actually died. At least not immediately. It might have led to cancer down the road, but we'll get to that. So like the guy, right? We looked around, found his like car data at this whole dealership and everything. We basically tracked this car down from its source, right?
Mm-hmm.
And me and David like snaps, like trying to remember something. What was his name again? For fireman?
Firefighter.
Ah, firefighter. Damn it. Fucking.
Jason.
Yeah. Yes. Jason. Firefighter. It's so dumb, but whatever. Although yeah. Me and him, we tracked it for a while, all the way back to when it was originally made. And it was a custom car. First of all, the truck itself was custom made. And we'd found out that apparently something like this had happened to a similar vehicle a couple of years ago. The vehicle itself was mostly melted, like a bomb had gone off in it. Or more of like a ray of light had hit it. And we did some investigating. That is what led me to come back here and try and find this, because the person behind that was a vigilante, if you would. No, I would just call him a serial killer, really. By the name of Magnify.
Magnify.
He did a hit and run on a car, like a couple at some kind of like makeout point-esque area. Did a hit and run. No one ended up dying from it, but the woman ended up developing a pretty nasty form of skin cancer from it. I don't. He like crosses his arms and like holds one hip and taps his like upper chin. I don't really know much else about it. Magnify is like a pretty lesser villain, actually. He can cause some serious damage, but what led me to this coin was apparently he's part of that very villain group.
The Blondes.
Indeed.
That's
Does this
so
Blondes have any connection to something called the Virginia Central Car Club?
Not that I know.
Hmm. Well, we know that we found that Mr. Nash, Mr. William Nash, was associated with this car club, and they share some pretty serious political views. Not like alt-right or anything like that, but like
What do you mean?
very patriotic, to say the very least.
Like old values?
Would you say that, Shen? Like old, very old-timey values?
I'd say like early 2000s-esque values, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's very, very old for this time frame.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's like fucking
Yeah.
200 years later.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty old time values type of group. But we found something interesting on his son-in-law that was supposed to go with him. We don't know what his quirk is, but apparently his quirk, because of the quirk he has, he can't participate or be in any location that involves the trading of stocks.
What?
Yeah,
What?
some real weird type of quirk, I would imagine.
Did you guys find anything else?
About this case,
no.
unfortunately not. I mean, I have a running hypothesis that maybe they were trying to go after whoever attacked the Nashes was trying to go after the son.
If it's quirk can alter stock markets, then yeah.
That'd be a pretty high value quirk for any sort of villain group.
Bloody.
Why the coin? Why the family coin's missing though? That's another really.
They also took, as we know, they also took pictures. Maybe they were trying to track down this son-in-law, this strain Stillion.
Hmm. Something doesn't Hard to say. Okay. He said the car club. He like gets on his phone and types them in. Car club. He like kind of rubs his lower stomach. Oh, damn it.
What's wrong?
Anything? What?
I took a nasty hit back at the fucking... We basically went to a junkyard. I took a nasty hit back there.
The hell
From
happened?
what?
Well, when me and Jason were trying to, like, you know, firefighter, I should say. God damn it, fucking stupid. When we were trying to... We were trying to get to this old melted car. They hadn't actually broken it down yet. It kind of fell on me.
It fell on you?
Well, there's not much of it left. It kind of was on its side and it tipped over. I'm lucky, but it was heavy and it fell on me.
Hmm.
Plus, I've been out for a while.
At least you're okay.
Plus, I've been in here a lot under these damned lights, so I don't exactly have a whole lot of energy.
Who else is out doing stuff? Where's everyone else at right now?
Pretty much everybody else. Thing is upstairs. Talked to him when I got in. I talked to her when I got in. I don't really know what's going on anymore. Like, another fucking silver... I'm gonna do... Okay. He puts a hand on his head. I'm gonna go and, like, do research on this. What was it? Car Club?
This, yeah, Virginia Central Car Club.
Okay, I'm gonna go do some research on the Virginia Central Car Club, see what I can find out about them. You guys, just, like, if you got any leads, track them down. If not, what I would do is I'd try and track down, like, Magnify. That's pretty much all we got. I'll do what I can here. The other bodies aren't ready for fucking autopsy yet, unfortunately. And one of them is actually going to be cremated.
The kid?
Yeah.
Why the fuck the kid was still targeted so heavily?
That's another strange part.
Has Magnify ever have like a fucking problem with children before?
Not as far as I could tell. That's a vendetta, and usually the police keep, like, you know, or a signature, and usually police keep, like, you know, records of that kind of stuff. That's how you find a serial killer like this. But honestly, here, he hands you another copper coin. It looks exactly like he described the other one. And he says, by what I know, they use this as like a signal. They toss this up and down like a signal to, like, signal that, like, to each other that they are part of the same organization.
Okay.
And maybe I know where some of them are, but it's only a guess. There's a place called the Wrecking Crew. It's like a little demolition area, basically. Not too far from here. I'd take backup, though, just in case that is where they kind of base out of, or that is, like, kind of where they are. I would doubt it, considering where they normally operate. It's pretty damn far from here, over in Virginia. So, there you go.
Maybe we should wait for Mr. Hawk if we're gonna confront, like, I don't know, villain group.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would probably be best.
We'll have to start making a plan, though.
So, what are you two thinking, then?
Hold on, I'm gonna pull out my phone. I'm gonna text Krista. Since they're not back yet. So I'll just text her, how are things on your end? We got a couple minor things we're looking into.
She texts you back the following: God, I am happy I was born a woman.
Okay. Is everything okay?
Listen, hun. We both know that I'm not in touch with my emotions entirely. I like blowing things up and burning them. However, just the fact that I am, in fact, female allows me to understand how much I fucking hate this situation right now.
What's going on?
I am literally trapped listening to a grieving family talk about how much they miss their child. And as much as it's horrible, it's also fucking me up emotionally and mentally, but I have some information.
Okay. I'm particularly interested in anything you have on the son of the William's son-in-law,
Ah, yes.
if he was there.
Mr. Oh Lord, do not take my child from me.
The fuck?
He's here. He's also a kind of a fucking... He's what you should probably be.
Hmm?
Oh, hyper religious.
Do you text her that?
Yeah.
She looks at like her 2 text messages and puts 2 and 2 together, and she sends you back. Hold on, I have to sneeze. No, I don't. Okay. She sends you back Thunderwall. Hold on, maybe I do. No, I don't. Okay. So she sends you back. No, Adam. Listen, this guy is like a real person. He's not like us, okay? He's not insane. He's not someone who would join the Heroes Association, and he's not someone who's used to combat and violence like we are. He's clearly taking this whole son dying thing to his core, as any parent would. He knows not a lot.
Yeah.
Did he say where he was last night?
He says that he was here. He was waiting here, waiting to get picked up by his father-in-law.
Wait, what the fuck?
What?
He said that he was waiting here at the house to get picked up by his father-in-law.
But they left
Okay,
from the house.
that they left from the house.
Apparently they didn't. They weren't home all day yesterday.
Okay, where the fuck did they come from then?
Okay, if they didn't come from their house, where the hell? Yeah, that's okay. Okay.
I don't know.
Wait, wasn't the kid in
We
like, pajamas or something?
The kid? No,
Yeah.
he was in like his standard clothing.
Okay.
He was in like his standard clothing.
okay. So this is getting
Weird.
weird. So we talked with Marcus Myuu, the pyrotechnic. We got a statement from him regarding what Mr. Nash and him talked about last night. A couple hours before the alleged incident took place, and apparently he had mentioned that they were like William was like talking to his wife about their grandson. But he mentioned that they were bringing their son-in-law with them to come pick up the fireworks.
Maybe he meant that in the like the future context instead of like the past.
Hmm. Yeah, but from what David says, William might have connections to a villain group called the Blondes.
Oh.
He has one of their signature coins. And apparently, did you ask about their quirks at all?
I did, yes.
What did Strange say his quirk was?
Man, yeah, he's got a really weird one. Apparently, it just happens around him naturally. It's a mutation. He can't actually control it.
Okay.
Any technology which displays any form of number goes haywire and always displays and believes that number is 10 times larger or 10 times smaller than it normally is.
That's why he's not allowed to run stocks.
Apparently, he's also
Did they
banned from
mention anything?
ATMs as well.
Did the family mention anything about a silver coin?
Yeah, actually, they did. In fact, they mentioned quite a lot more than a silver coin.
Apparently, that wasn't at the scene of the crime. That was taken along with the pictures.
Well, so okay, so they mentioned a silver coin. Apparently, by what the daughter said, her father went to one of his car club meetings the day before, taking their son and the silver coin. Apparently, they were supposed to come get the son-in-law that night to go pick up fireworks and celebrate together, because apparently they hadn't seen each other in a few days. They wanted to have like a little cookout and everything.
Then I think the first thing we need to do is establish where the family was before the incident occurred. If they weren't at the house, they have to be somewhere. You said they were what were they celebrating?
They were just having a bit of a family cookout. It doesn't seem like they were celebrating anything in particular. Maybe it's like successful business or something, but they didn't know. They were just celebrating a good time.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
We're gonna have to talk to that fucking car club then.
Did you mention anything about a Virginia Central Car Club?
Yeah, actually, that's where they were going. One of the meetings of that place. Is that like a
Where was this
place?
meeting? Where was this meeting taken? Did they say where the meeting took place?
No. They said they'd be staying there overnight, though.
Well, if it's overnight, since we're in California, can't exactly be in Virginia. Clearly, cover maybe.
A place nearby. I don't know. Can't tell you for certain. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, thank you.
At that point, David gets a text message. Ping! And he looks at it and says, "Oh, fuck."
What? What's wrong?
He slowly turns towards you. The garage and garage park and trailer park, which firefighter was just seen at, and I left him at to do more investigating, is on fire.
Oh, god damn it.
Like, wait, I thought he was. Oh, shit. We gotta go.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes, we do. Go.
Dang!
And that's for all in today's session.
Ah. Alright, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fair.
Thank you everyone so much for coming. Say bye, you two.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye.